Mr. Cuellar, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Scott, first of all, thank you for your service and your men and women that work for y'all. I have a couple questions dealing with the border wall. Back under what I call Trump 1, I was able to get about 6 exceptions down there for a border wall. Now, I'm also suggesting that we add certain exceptions to the Laredo area, to the Zapata area, and to Big Bend. I understand that y'all put a pause on, but there are certain areas that are very sensitive, and by that I'm talking about, we do know that the numbers went down, and congratulations, 96% gone down. Laredo before that was the second lowest crossing that we had during those high numbers. So the numbers went down, and all of that happened without a single foot of border wall or even a buoy. It was policy, repercussions at the border that helped, and working with our partners. Now that we're looking at $46.5 billion of border wall money, I do have certain concerns. First of all, the waivers that we're saying late last year, they use Biden era migration stats for their justification, not current ones, but past numbers. I disagree. I did not approve of open borders. I was very strong against it. Now my communities are concerned about the construction and the potential flood risk impact to drinking water and threats to public lands that we have. Mr. Chairman, with your, I would ask for unanimous support to enter into the record the executive summary report by Dr. Mark Tompkins, released on March 10th, 2026, which analyzes the threat to human life, property, critical infrastructure by the proposed wall and buoy system to the Laredo and the communities along the Zapata area. I would ask for unanimous support.
Seeing no objection, so ordered.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So a couple of things. One, I don't know if y'all have seen that report. I would ask if you can work with your partners, International Boundary Water Commission, the Army Corps, and get us a response to that. If you disagree that there is no threats to it, tell us why on that. And then the other thing I would ask, Mr. Scott, is what is the current operational justification for a border wall in Laredo and Zapata, even Big Bend also? When Congress can see, and when can we expect to see an updated border security improvement plan? As you know, and there are other times we used to go on what you all wanted. I would ask for that also. And then more importantly, would ask if you would commit working with myself. I know there's a gentleman, I think his name is Paul Enriquez. I don't know if I've met him before, but he's doing a lot of it. We just want some input with it. Like I said, last time I asked for certain exceptions, we got them under what I call Trump 1, and even SpaceX got an exception to that as also. So I just want to ask you if you can commit with us to sit down. And I know you're very hands-on, and I appreciate your relationship and Ron's relationship, and look forward working with the on those border wall, I won't call them exceptions, but concerns that we have.
Well, first and foremost, thank you for your willingness to communicate and work with us over the last, I don't know how many years. Those partnerships and those conversations have added a lot of value, and I'm fully committed to continuing that going forward. And we do work with the local communities. We look at the environment. We work with the agencies you just mentioned and even more. As a matter of fact, after this hearing later today, I'm flying down to the border to have some of these specific types of conversations, not in Laredo, but another specific border area. I'm firmly committed to making sure that we continue that going forward. I would be remiss, though, if I didn't highlight that border security is an enduring requirement. The illegal immigration ebbs and flows, but the foreign terrorist organizations just south of our border that are bringing threats into this country constantly use illegal immigration to create gaps to bring people into the United States. That border wall going back into the 90s, CBP, Border Patrol has worked on it, perfected it. That is critical because the reason the numbers have gone down now, a lot of it is policy, but we have almost 11,000 Department of War personnel on the border helping us create a level of deterrence. And that is not a sustainable model. The personnel salaries, that's the most expensive part of the border security. Building the border wall is actually an investment that saves American taxpayers money, but we're going to do it smartly, and I commit to having conversations with you and others on how we do that.
Thank you. By the way, where are the Border Patrol agents? Are they still doing interior enforcement? Because I've talked to a lot of them. They want to be Border Patrol, not interior. I would assume those folks are back at the border?
So border security, as you know, it's a team sport. We have to have consequences. You can't just let somebody run across the river and then get away. So we continue to work with ICE and our other partners, but those are targeted enforcement operations. The vast majority of CBP personnel or Border Patrol agents are actually on the border and/or airports at ports of entry. But we still do support ICE operations in targeted manner.
Yes. And we'll talk about how many numbers are still away from the border at a later time. The other thing I have before I go to Mr. Lyons is the questions on checkpoints. I know, the checkpoint in Laredo, I know there's money there, and we're going to work on that. We did talk to your team. A couple of things I said, if they don't put enough commercial lanes there, that checkpoint will be the fourth largest port in the whole country. I know there's an expansion, there's money there. I want to work with you, but the only thing I ask, and you know this very well, you got to get the risk analysis, the equipment that are used at the ports of entry. Border Patrol has a different mindset, but the more we can do that, and we talk to your team, I would ask you to do that, because as we expand the World Trade Bridge from 8 lanes, commercial lanes, to 18 lanes, and Colombia from 8 to 16, we're the largest port of entry, 18,000 trailers. You can put all the trucks from El Paso down to Brownsville. They don't even match what they do in Laredo. We would ask you to just do this once in a generation checkpoint, and we'll follow up. I don't want to go. I just want to get your commitment that you'll work with us on that.
You have my commitment, sir.
All right, thank you. And I'm glad you got Ron with you also. He's a good one, too.